So we're moving into Raid on the Refinery, and it has been quite a while since I've seen this map, as indeed quite a while since I've seen any of these maps. Raid at the Refinery. Such fun, such misery, such grey, overcast skies and horror.
It reminds you of home, doesn't it?
It reminds me so much of home.
Well, while Swallow says there's no place like home and knocks his golden slippers, red slippers together. First up on the, as my game loads in, on the Chariot. Ooh, it's lagging a bit.
We have, looks like a Banshee Gatling gun. It's been a while. They have a field gun and a Hades on the top, and they have a Gatling and a Banshee on the side. Interesting setup. I'm not entirely sure how effective it is.
So how we do things now is you go through all the red team loadouts, and I go through the blue team loadouts.
As you say. So let's go through these as quickly as possible. The second ship for the red team, the second ship for the red team. Really? Okay, let's go with that one. Has a Gat mortar on the front, which is classic, and looks like it has mortar. And no, not mortar. Flare gun and carrier on the sides. It's not that effective unless it gets to close range. Third ship, the Rambition, a ship name I can actually pronounce, which is was a rarity. Also has a Gat mortar front and looks like it has a flamethrower and a flare gun on the side. These guys definitely preparing for clouds. That's
certainly are. And on the RAS Panda Express, captained by Lazy Pandas, we have a front deck Gat mortar, left side carronade flare. And on the RAS Hilliers Fury, captained by Thomas, we have a Gat mortar front, a flame flare side. And finally, on the RAS Vulcan, captained by none other than Jub, we have a front Hades Merc and a left side Gat rocket carousel.
Definitely an interesting loadout. And I say interesting because it could be good or bad, I don't really know.
Well, they've used it to great success before. But in any event, the red team now is coming in on point E with Hilliers Fury off to the side. This is going to be a 3-on-2 engagement, Swallow.
Yeah, it's important to note as well that the red team have actually already captured the point, so this is quite a dangerous engagement for the blue team.
Oh my goodness, just perfect timing here by the Riders. They capture the point and they move right on through to the next, utterly annihilating one of the RAS ships, and now the Vulcan's armor stripped. The Vulcan's going to go down. Or is he? The Hilliers Fury's coming in from behind the Rambition.
Oh, that is a lot of damage. Rambitions cannot do anything about that one. Just goes straight down.
Perfectly timed ram to finish him off, and now the Hilliers Fury getting fired on by the Lib GTK. Armors down the Hilliers Fury. Hilliers Fury goes down.
Vulcan is in a very unfortunate situation here with the Chariot and the Lib GTK right in the just surrounding it. It's just pincering it. I wouldn't be surprised if the red team went in for the ram, but they did not, and so it just goes down.
Now, just brilliant time and perfect execution by the Riders. They are going to get under that point right on time for it to tick over. The blue team, SPQR, are in complete disarray. 2 of their ships have yet to spawn. Yep,
and it's important to note that the red team actually, the Riders had the flag for that entire engagement. So they have got basically a full flag out of that, as well as taking down 3 blue ships for their 1 red ship. Not that kills really matter here, but it's fun to see them destroy each other. It really is.
Yes, everyone, this is just a straight up 2 out of 3 capture points. It's all about winning. It's not about points. It's not about kills. The war is basically over at this point. It's to determine which team is the best.
And the Riders taking the second flag of the match, just without contest, just uncontested, not without contested, uncontested. Now the Blues trying to move in. The Blues trying to move in, but taking a lot of fire for it. Panda Express being focused down by Lib, Hilliers Fury rushing forward, taking on two of the Riders at the same time. I'm not entirely sure that's just a good idea. Meanwhile, the Panda Express is taking a lot of damage from the Lib alone.
Lib GTK trying to take down the Pandas Express, doesn't manage to do it, goes right on through. RAS Vulcan turning for the Lib GTK.
Meanwhile, Fury goes down. Chariot taking quite a bit of damage off of that one, but not going down. Apparently the Red Riders can handle a 2v1. Imagine that. Now the Vulcan is left relatively alone. Well, not relatively alone. It is alone.
The Vulcan, with that Merc Hades, got a lot of armor stripping potential. but little to no quick kill potential, and that's why they could not take down the LibGTK. Oh, and then it goes down. Excellent, as I always said, just flawless target prioritization by the Rydrs here.
Yeah, they point their ships in the right direction and the missiles go in the right place.
They certainly do.
The important thing to remember is that, again, the Pyramidians are, well, not again, but the Pyramidians are focused quite heavily on forward fire, and I suppose fire from the left-hand side if you...
That's certainly true, but one thing that's happened increasingly since 2013, people have learned to make use of trifectas, but certainly no trifectas here, just a straight 3v1 focused fire on the Hilliers. Fury gets annihilated.
Now they're moving up for the Panda Express. Chariot's the one that's taking most damage, or at least has the least perma-hull. But they don't seem to be focusing. Oh, the Lib is taking a lot of damage, though, and they managed to take it down. Vulcan firing a lot of damage straight in there. But while all this is going on, the Reds still have the point, the Rydrs still have the point, and they are gaining a lot of points off of it.
Well, I think E is definitely a lost cause at this point. RAS Panda Express goes down. RAS Vulcan looks like it wants to get out of this engagement, save what it can, retreat back to Hilliers Fury.
If Vulcan is paying attention, they will be able to see that Chariot is the more damaged ship, but they are not going for it. They're going for Ambition over Chariot.
LibGTK has spawned in. I mean, the SPQR here have done a good job at kind of cutting the red team off at the pass, but I don't know how much it's going to matter, because look, the LibGTK's already respawned and he's going right for A, and he's going to get there first.
It doesn't look like it's a particularly good situation with the blue team. I mean, they need to pull something together very quickly, because they are letting the Reds dictate the terms of engagement, and the Rydrs are, you know, basically saying, no, we're not fighting anywhere near the points. We're going to just cut you off and just do nothing, not get you anywhere near them.
That is the thing. The Rydrs always such innovative and interesting strategies in this match, is not necessarily just going right to the next point, but splitting up, leading their enemies around.
But it really backfires on them. Chariot now taking down Hilliers Fury with a lot of damage. Ambition supporting it from behind. Again, this fight is taking nowhere near the points. Taking place nowhere near the points. Meanwhile, the Lib is, again, capping, as you said, and the Panda Express is moving in. This could be a very interesting 1v1.
Arrived there just in time. I don't think the Panda Express is going to get there in time to block. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, he does it. The RAS Pandas manages to block the point. Goes high. He's got the height advantage. He has the high ground on the LibGTK as the LibGTK goes up. Oof.
Panda Express manages to take him down with the support of Vulcan from a great distance. Vulcan is taking a lot of fire from both the Chariot and the Ambition, but it supported its ally, the Flag. That's great.
That is true. And now RAS Vulcan managing to kind of zone out just enough of that fire to stay alive. Now he needs to turn around very quickly. If Ambition is coming in on the point, he's being focused down by Panda's Express. The Chariot is helping out with the fire, but it's not enough. RAS Panda takes him down.
Now the Chariot is in a very unfortunate situation. It could back off and wait for its allies, or it could try and capitalize on the damage that was by the Panda during that round. Seems like it's opting for the standstill and not do anything. I think it's stuck.
I think, he's moonshining backwards. He's trying to boost down here, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Point has been capped. SPQR are getting some points on the board.
Meanwhile, the Rydrs are approaching from behind.
They certainly are.
The Fury seems to be in a position to cut off Lib and Ambition, or at least give them pause for thought on approaching.
That's interesting. SPQR splitting up their forces here, which might be a good idea, because of course the next point B is going to be in their spawn area anyway. So why not? Why not just use ships wastefully?
The Vulcan and the Chariot are now fighting each other. The Pandas has actually backed off from that particular fight, leaving the Vulcan in a very perilous situation. It seems like just a tiny bit of damage there, and the Chariot could recap.
Hilliers Fury going up high. Oh, looks like he might be trying to slam dunk LibGTK. Boop. Crushes him down. Oh, right on top of it. Looks like this oil derrick here.
That is
LibGTK
painful.
Bouncing around. Pandas Express coming in.
That's going to be a ram.
I think it is. Yes, there we go.
That was beautiful. And the Vulcan manages to best the Chariot for keeping his flag safe. Looks like SPQR were right to put their faith in Vulcan. The Vulcan is in a really, really dangerous situation here.
Vulcan is looking pretty knackered, but this is all playing into the blue team's advantage. They should have just enough time, well, almost enough time to get to B as it ticks over, or the red team is taking them a long time to get to B.
Yeah, red spawning on the wrong side on that for this one. Riders did have the early advantage. I mean, they had the ability to cap D and then E within very quick succession of one another, but now the map is moving in favor of the SPQR team. I will be able to say that fast one day.
SPQR, yes. I mean, the Riders, they put all their faith in putting the LibGTK onto point A, trying to cap it, but it just got blocked by just this beautiful charge by the SPQR team, and they just managed to outrun the Riders. They just managed to outmaneuver them.
It does seem like the Riders have quite a large advantage when it comes to the team fights, 3v3. Their focus does allow them to take down the ships of SPQR relatively quickly, but in 1v1 situations, more often than not, we've been seeing SPQR come out ahead in terms of just raw brawling.
I think that's a very interesting point. I mean, yeah, definitely the overwhelming focus fire and DPS and shot accuracy and just instant target prioritization of the Riders is their greatest strength. But 1v1, they aren't quite so used to it, let's say.
Yeah, let's say that. And now we're going to see another one of these 3v3s, and the Riders are moving in on Panda Express, and all 3 ships open fire. This could end very badly. Or it could end very well. Either way, it's going to end in lots of explosions, which is great for us. Panda
Express going up high, but the Riders just following. Shoryuken by the Rambition, living up to its name 100%, and a Shoryuken by the RAS Hilliers Fury.
That was a really good trade.
Would be happy with this match right now as the Rambition gets the focus fire on the RAS Vulcan. Looks like Chariot is joining in.
Yeah, but Vulcan is very, very low. The engineers are going to have to keep that hull, keep that armor up, because if that hull goes down, then all it's going to take is a couple of seconds, a millisecond of combined fire. But they are not getting that chance as the Rambition takes a lot of armor damage.
Oh, and look at RAS Vulcan just rising up above the Rambition. Now Hilliers Fury getting blindsided by the Chariot. The Riders could get the better of this situation.
Potentially,
but they're going to have to do it fast as RAS Panda Express has spawned and is getting back in.
They have yet to take down the Vulcan, and that is quite impressive. But the Fury is taking a lot of damage, and it survived.
It survived. Hilliers Fury and Vulcan, two tough little ships here. And now Chariot. Oh, Panda Express rammed Hilliers. Oh my goodness! Panda Express sort of ram-killed his ally there, just using him as a snooker ball to kill the rider ship.
Well, the Fury goes down, but the Vulcan is still limping along at such low health.
Okay, well, I've never seen anything quite like that before.
Yeah, it looks like SPQR. Yeah, I said it. Moving away from the point, the flag now, moving towards C. I mean, the 30 seconds of the flag on the point, I guess securing C is more of a priority for them at the moment. But they are just abandoning B, and looks like both teams are going to be moving towards C now.
Very well timed as well. They're going to be arriving on C with 2 ships. It looks like LibGTK doesn't want to. Yeah, LibGTK doesn't want to fight 2-on-1. LibGTK is coming around this rocky outcropping here. He's looking for some kind of a different angle.
We noticed it in the previous match, the previous fight actually, that the Riders approached from 3 separate angles to I guess try and confuse the SPQR ships.
Oh, LibGTK could have a bit of a bounce there. That was a bit awkward.
Well, maybe he's drunk. We might never know. But,
drunken awkwardness. It is the Christmas season indeed, as the point ticked over to the blue team SPQR. They're going to be potentially scoring themselves 180 points. The SPQR have really turned this around.
They have. It may or may not have something to do with the fact that one of the gunners has disconnected. Possibly an engineer. It's hard to tell. There's 3 ships running around on each side.
Yes, indeed. Anyway, Hilliers Fury coming in at the Rambition going up high. Chariot coming in on the Pandas Express. Focus 5, the LibGTK and the Chariot on the Panda Express.
This does not look particularly good for the SPQR team. That said, they seem to be focusing Panda Express for some reason over the Vulcan. But the Vulcan is clearly in a dangerous situation, but Panda Express is taking a lot of damage in return. It depends. I mean, it's just
His armor's down. What? Oh, but LibGTK managed to get its armor up in time.
Down.
LibGTK is barely alive. Can he get his armor up in time? He does. LibGTK moonshining under the arcs of the RAS Vulcan. SPQR and the Riders. Drag out battle here.
Yeah, it is a very dangerous situation for Vulcan now because he's in a 2v1 situation with no permahull. If possible, never mind, he's dead. Meanwhile, look at the Rambition.
Well, there we have. Look, the Riders have killed them all.
Yep, it looks like they finally come ahead in those that 1v1 and 2v2 situation.
Well, it started off by, I think it was the LibGTK taking the long way around, taking the flanking approach, just confusing SPQR, throwing them off, and then coming around from different sides.
Yeah, whereas the Rambition tried and successfully pulled away the Fury from his allies. It might have something to do with the Fury's ability to fight in those 2v2, 3v3 situations. Look
at the Rambition here. What's he doing?
You got me. I honestly wouldn't know. If this is some sort of advanced tactic, then it's a boom. Maybe he's just trying to commit suicide to, delay the blue team from the inevitable. Or maybe he's about to. Is he about to ram that?
I think he is. I think he's trying to ram kill himself.
Yeah, but his engineers just buffed his hull.
I am deeply confused as this is. This is one of the best. I have no idea what this is.
It's suicide. He's such low.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He is. He's trying to commit suicide. There we go. Yep. Well, this is not unheard of. If only. As a little shout out to you, Gilda. Yes, Ram killing himself. Not against the rules. This is, after all, Gilda's tournament. Yes, destroying himself for a free teleport back to Red Spawn.
Yeah, meanwhile, it forced the Chariot and the Lib to defend this.
Not only is that a free teleport, it's also going to get him a refreshed hull.
Yeah, I believe that was the point in the first place.
Yeah.
And he's going to spawn right behind them. That is a very... Well, it could be a good spawn, it could be a bad spawn. It depends entirely on what the Blues do. Then again, if the Blues do turn to deal with the Rambition, then they are going to be giving up more of that flag. Panda Express cannot get there in time to block the flag. However,
that's the thing. Maybe that Rambition suicide wasn't well timed. You see, now, there you have it. SPQR able to fight the Riders for a time, 3-on-2.
Yeah, certainly. This could end badly for the Riders.
This could end catastrophically for the Riders.
Strangely, though, the Fury seems to be focusing on Rambition, whereas the Nevermind, it seems to be working for them. The teams are so close at the moment. The Riders having 430 points and SPQR having 388, being stuck on that, essentially. But they managed to catch up with the Riders beforehand. Can they do it again?
And now Rambition's going to go down. It looks like the SPQR... Indeed it is. SPQR should be able to uncap this point. They should be able to capture it themselves with all 3 ships on top of it.
Yeah, the only red ship to be within the air at the moment is the Lib, and he seems to be running for it. I think they might just abandon this point.
They're thinking, screw it, they're going to go for E. They're thinking E is going to be the game-winning point one way or another, and it most likely will be.
But they're giving up 120 seconds worth of...
But it doesn't matter, Swallow. It's all about winning. It's all about securing the winning point, and I think both teams realized, as you see SPQR rapidly moving on, E is going to be where this battle is won or lost.
Could you keep a secret, please, Brick? I can't remember how many points it takes to win this map.
I believe it's, I think it's 600 or 550. Oh, God, I keep forgetting.
I thought it was 602.
600, yeah. There we go.
So it is. Oh, thank you for that. That was the voice of Rob, our wonderful cameraman.
Yes, there we go. Stupid casters. Anyway, RAS Panda Express coming in. LibGTK Gatling on the Panda Express. Panda Express going high. Oh, but focus fire on the Panda Express. Relentless focus fire by the Riders.
credit where it's due. The Panda's engineers are doing an incredible job to keep it up, but just not incredible enough.
You jinxed them. That's what I think. LibGTK backing off, trying to avoid this focus fire of the Helios Fury, managing to keep its armor up.
It does
Helios
not want to
Fury
take that
coming
ramp.
in. Oh, Ramu! Excellent finish.
Helios Fury has taken a lot of armor damage though, and it seems to be on fire, which is never a good sign. But that said, they are ignoring the Vulcan, and that has proven to be a fatal mistake in the past.
Well, they are ignoring the Vulcan, but they're just going full. They're booking it full on forward. And RAS Vulcan does not have the quick kill power. It's got a Merc and a Hades, and now the Vulcan is the only one left to defend this point. Chariot and Rambition, if they take him down, they could win this.
Yeah, potentially, but we are seeing the Panda rushing in. I wouldn't be surprised if he's in Moonshine at the moment. That actually came across as more
continuous kerosene. Those engines should be buffed. This is it. Panda Express is just gunning it to the point. Can he make it in time to block it? We shall see.
I think he'll make it, but I think he'll get cut down relatively quickly.
I think that's probably true, but he has to try. He has to try against all odds. LibGTK is going to be charging right into a 3-on-1 situation, but he's got to go for it. He's got to go. He's got to go. He's blocked it.
He's nice.
He's got to somehow buy enough time for his allies to get back in, but I don't think that's going to happen. Triple focus on the Pandas Express.
Oh, that goes down really quickly.
There we go. I believe that is the GG right there.
The frustrating thing for SPQR must be that they are technically still winning on points, and this can't do anything about it. It was a risky strategy, in my opinion, to go to rush down to E to take the next point and just to abandon the D point for 120 seconds, but it seems to be paying off quite well as the Fury goes down. The Blues are rushing in one at a time in a tactic that, in a situation that an old friend of mine once called meat grinding repeatedly.
Well, that's the thing. It might seem like meat grinding to you, your blinkered 2013 point of view, but I don't
2012, be fair.
Okay, sorry, 2012. They didn't have a choice. Either they blocked the point, or that's it. It was over. There were no way they were going to be able to get it back anyway.
I don't think so. I think if SPQR had regrouped, then they would have had a chance.
Then they might have had a chance, I think.
One final chance to do a 3v3. Now the Reds are going to just... The riders are going to move forward and try and engage the SPQR in like a 3v3 or 3v3 and draw them away from the flag. But
even if SPQR managed somehow to win this 3v3, though, I don't know if they're going to be able to uncap that point in time. Here we go. Here's the final engage of the matchup. Hades flying towards the Rambition. Most of the shots missing. However, Helios Fury coming in ahead of steam on the Rambition. Glances right over. Maybe Helios Fury is just going to go right for the point. Maybe Helios Fury is going to go for a desperation uncap. That looks like what's happening here. The point being uncapped.
Panda Express is desperately trying to take down the Lib. They've already managed to take down the other ship.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Helios Fury is still capping. Lib has been pushed away, literally pushed away by Panda.
Oh my goodness! What a turnaround of events here. Panda's Express does go down, however.
Yep. However, is
Chariot! Chariot has blocked the uncap. He's stopped it from being uncapped, and I think that should be enough.
That could be enough. The Vulcan and the Fury don't seem to have noticed that Chariot's now in position. Well, Vulcan does seem to have noticed. It's moving in now.
RAS Vulcan is coming in. What a great effort.
I don't think Vulcan's going to be able to take down the Chariot in time.
No, it's over. But I mean, goodness gracious, what a close match! What a great fight! I think SPQR in this match have given the riders the best challenge in a 3v3 capture point they've probably ever had.
It was actually a very good match, and I never thought I'd say that about any match that took place on Raid on the Refinery.
Absolutely, just two top teams playing right at the top of their game. And guess what, folks? It's a best of 3. So, yes, the riders win the first one.